No matter what the opening, no matter how ill-conceived, how unprepared we are, we always start the show with Live from New York, it's Saturday night!
Live from New York, it's the show that's been on NBC for 40 years now. Saturday Night Live is the longest-running sketch comedy show in American television history. And a lot can happen in 40 years, especially if you parody every aspect of it. But how do they do it? Let's start from the beginning. In 1975, NBC chose Lorne Michaels to create a new show to be aired on the weekend. In his pitch for the show, Michaels originally described his concept as Monty Python meets 60 Minutes. A sketch comedy show that featured a host and a musical guest, it had a lot of potential. All they needed now was a formula for comedy.
But seriously.
In the 70s, SNL was just starting out. They had to make an impression, and an impression they made. The sketches released in this time can be defined by one characteristic: obnoxious characters.
Forget about it!
The acting is characterized by loud talking, overdone accents, and exaggerated facial expressions.
We are the wild and crazy guys!
These sketches typically included at least one normal person stuck with the obnoxious character or characters to exaggerate their extreme stupidity.
I mean, it teaches them about light refraction, prisms and that stuff. Prisms, you know what I mean?
I see.
You know what I mean?
Uh-huh. Oh, so you don't feel that this product is dangerous?
No, come on, look. We put a label on every bag. It says, "Kid, be careful, broken glass."
This type of comedy continued well into the 80s. But they also added another distinct element: the plot twist. These plot twists changed things we know and love and made them, well...
It's one hell of a day in my neighborhood. A hell of a day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine?
Plot twist to West Side Story?
You're a Cobra boy, and don't you forget it, 'cause when you're in trouble, you won't have to sweat it. You're a Cobra boy. All right, so, let's see.
What the hell was that?
And how can we forget the biggest plot twist of them all? The lost ending to It's a Wonderful Life.
Quiet, everyone! I remembered what I did with the money, the $8,000!
Well, that's great, Uncle Billy. Well, what'd you do with it?
I was in the bank. I had it in a newspaper. I remember giving it to someone.
Well, who'd you give it to?
No, wait! Now, I just called Clarence at the bank. He told me that old man Potter deposited exactly $8,000 right after I left. It was him!
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go get it! Mr. Potter, you double-crossed me and you left me alive.
Now, wait just a second. I'll give you the money back.
I don't want the money. I want a piece of you, Potter. Why, I ought to pound you.
Why do these make us laugh? Because secretly, we all agree that Mr. Rogers is hiding something in that charming little neighborhood and that sweet little smile. And maybe we secretly think the musical Romeo and Juliet ripoff with street violence is just a little too ridiculous. And just maybe, every time we watch It's a Wonderful Life, we really want Potter to get punched in the gut. The 90s came around and even a new century. With this era, the 1990s and early 2000s, Saturday Night Live kept up the tradition of obnoxious characters. They did, however, add one more thing.
No rough housing in the spa. Settle down, please.
Exaggerated roles in society. The jacuzzi lifeguard, played by Jim Carrey. Was he necessary? No.
Attention, swimmer! Attention, swimmer! You are too far. Return immediately.
Was it hilarious? Yes. The Spartan cheerleaders who attended a chess tournament. Yes, that's right, a chess tournament.
Oh my god, we are playing great chess right now!
I know.
I guess that type of thing does happen. And apparently, It's a big deal. And then there's Matt Foley, the motivational speaker. Where would we be without his wisdom?
I am divorced, and I live in a van down by the river.
Oh, that's right. And then again, what would society do without the cowbell?
I got a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell.
Here we go. Lonely Island.
Now, with a growing digital age, the later 2000s and 2010s offered much more to parody.
Cockroaches wanna play rough. Okay, I'm reloaded.
SNL got more cinematic as better technology and better visual effects were available. The first digital shorts came out, and with this began a newer formula for comedy. Something trending, plus something that is meant to be taken seriously. The outcome?
Are you ready to find out?
I'm nervous.
Don't be. Everything's gonna be fine.
Deciding to have a baby wasn't a simple decision.
So we didn't want a pregnancy test that just gave us a simple yes or a no.
We wanted more information.
And when it comes to giving information, there's only one name we trust to give it to us constantly.
That's why we use the new CNN take-home pregnancy test. Its relentless, breaking alerts let us know that it's working hard to find out if we're having a baby.
Breaking. Search for pregnancy underway.
As CNN slowly analyzes my urine, it updates me on its breaking news screen.
Breaking. Search for pregnancy continues.
Because CNN believes we deserve all the information they can find.
Breaking. CNN more confident than ever that it will soon know if you're pregnant.
CNN take-home pregnancy test.
For when you want to know that they don't know. Honey, I guess I was pregnant.
Wow.
Reality TV, plus Disney princesses.
It's the Real Housewives of Disney. It's a whole new world of drama.
Here's some good advice. Never marry a guy who's really into shoes.
Oh. What are you wearing?
Excuse me?
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, burn that dress.
Ebola, plus The Fault in Our Stars.
Oblivion is inevitable, but I'm sticking with you, no matter what kind of cancer you have.
No, I don't have cancer. I have Ebola.
It's The Fault in Our Stars 2, the Ebola in our everything.
These dramatic combinations make something new and original with things we already know of. And we can appreciate the effort behind these odd mashups.
And now you'll be put into groups.
What does he mean, groups?
There's the emotionals, the foodies, the acidics, and Gryffindor.
SNL has been around for 40 years, and some of these same elements are used today as they were in the 70s. A lot has definitely changed, but one thing hasn't changed, and that is the fact that
Live from New York on Saturday night.
What are you doing?